The story of Nachiketa, a young seeker from the Katha Upanishad, is a timeless narrative exploring the profound questions of life, death, and the eternal nature of the self. Nachiketa's curiosity about what lies beyond death leads him to Yama, the god of death, in pursuit of knowledge. Yama's initial reluctance underscores the depth of the inquiry, as even the gods themselves grapple with the mystery of life after death. Through their dialogue, Nachiketa learns that the body is ephemeral, while the soul, immutable and eternal, is the essence of existence. To achieve liberation from the cycle of karma and ignorance, Yama reveals the path to self-realization and the recognition of one's true identity as pure consciousness. The teachings imparted to Nachiketa form the foundation of numerous spiritual traditions, including the practices of yoga and meditation, which aim to transcend the material and reach a state of enlightenment or liberation. Moksha. Central to this journey is the practice of Samadhi, often described as the pinnacle of meditative absorption and the gateway to ultimate freedom. Samadhi represents a state where the mind dissolves into one pointed focus, merging the meditator with the object of meditation, and eventually leading to the realization of the unity between the individual self and the universal consciousness. In Sanskrit, the word samadhi combines three elements: sam, together, or one with, a, toward, and di, to hold or place. Together they reflect a state of collectedness and integration. Samadhi is not merely a theoretical concept, but the culmination of disciplined practice encompassing self-restraint, introspection, and surrender. The journey towards Samadhi is a disciplined path that seeks to dismantle the afflictions of ignorance, attachment, and ego, clearing the way for the realization of one's true nature. The process of attaining Samadhi involves an intricate interplay of preparation and practice. Yoga, as outlined in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, identifies three core elements for this journey: self-discipline, tapas, self-study, svadhyaya, and surrender to a higher ideal, ishvara, pranidhana. These three components form the basis of Kriya Yoga, which seeks to disarm the five fundamental afflictions, klishas, that obstruct spiritual progress: ignorance, egoism, asmita, attachment, raga, aversion, dvesha, and clinging to life, abhinivesha. Ignorance, the root of all afflictions, clouds the understanding of reality, leading individuals to mistakenly identify with their physical and mental constructs rather than their eternal essence. Egoism, born of this ignorance, reinforces the false identification with the finite self. Attachment and aversion further entangle individuals in the web of desire and fear, perpetuating cycles of craving and avoidance. Finally, clinging to life reflects the innate fear of death and the loss of individuality, anchoring the mind to the transient and preventing liberation. The path to overcoming these afflictions begins with tapas, a practice of self-discipline aimed at purifying the body and mind. This includes adopting a simple, balanced lifestyle that minimizes dependence on external pleasures and distractions. The second step, svadhyaya, involves deep self-reflection and the study of sacred texts or mantras to cultivate discernment and self-awareness. The recitation of Om or other sacred syllables helps center the mind and foster a connection with the universal consciousness. The final step, Ishvara Pranidhana, emphasizes surrendering the ego and cultivating compassion and humility. This surrender dissolves the boundaries of the individual self, fostering a sense of unity with the universe. The process of Kriya Yoga aligns closely with the Buddhist concept of Shila, moral conduct, which lays the groundwork for spiritual advancement. In Buddhism, Shila includes ethical precepts such as refraining from harming living beings, stealing, false speech, sexual misconduct, and intoxication. These practices purify the mind and create the conditions for deeper meditative states, paving the way for Samadhi. In both the Yoga Sutras and Buddhist teachings, Samadhi is the final stage of an eightfold path. Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga outlines 8 limbs that culminate in Samadhi: ethical disciplines, yama, personal observances, niyama, postures, asana, breath control, pranayama, withdrawal of the senses, pratyahara, concentration, dharana, meditation, jhana, and absorption, samadhi. The first 5 limbs prepare the body and mind, while the last 3, collectively known as samyama, focus on inner discipline and transcendence. Samadhi itself is divided into 2 main categories: savikalpa, with seed, and nirvikalpa, without seed. In savikalpa samadhi, the meditator retains awareness of the object of meditation, and the mind operates within the realm of duality. This state is further subdivided into stages such as savitaraka, focused on gross objects, savichara, focused on subtle objects, sananda, blissful absorption, and sasmita, centered on the sense of I. These stages gradually refine the meditator's awareness, leading to a deeper understanding of the self and the nature of existence. Savikalpa Samadhi serves as a preparatory stage for Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where all distinctions between subject and object dissolve. In this state, the meditator transcends the limitations of thought and merges with pure consciousness. Nirvikalpa Samadhi represents the ultimate goal of yoga and meditation, a state of liberation where the self realizes its identity with the infinite. Swami Vivekananda described this as the state where one attains freedom from nature itself, experiencing the boundless essence of existence. The journey to Samadhi, however, is not without challenges. Deep-seated habits, samskaras, and karmic imprints often bind individuals to cycles of desire and suffering. These patterns, like grooves in the mind, perpetuate cravings and aversions, making it difficult to break free. Overcoming these requires constant practice and detachment, vairagya. By disengaging from the fruits of actions and focusing on the process rather than the outcome, individuals gradually dissolve the grip of karmic conditioning. In everyday life, the principles of samadhi can be integrated through mindfulness and selfless action. By cultivating detachment and maintaining equanimity in the face of success and failure, individuals can align themselves with the deeper currents of existence. This state of inner balance allows one to navigate the complexities of life with grace and purpose, embodying the essence of spiritual freedom while remaining engaged with the world. Samadhi is not merely a state of transcendence, but a transformative experience that reshapes the way individuals perceive themselves and the world. It bridges the finite and the infinite, the personal and the universal, offering a glimpse into the interconnectedness of all existence. The journey towards Samadhi is both an inward exploration and an outward expression of compassion and wisdom, reminding us that liberation lies not in renunciation, but in the realization of our true nature as eternal consciousness. In this state, one transcends the dualities of life and death, discovering the boundless joy and peace that have always been at the core of existence.